In this video, I speak to one of my mentorship students and I talk about a killer, effective, and pretty simple Facebook ads targeting strategy that has worked tremendously well for my own e-com brands as well as my own clients. So without further ado, let's go right into it.
The ad set level, do they test around with the interest targeting and things like that as well? Or is it mainly just testing
Do
the
they or do
targeting
you?
do Facebook? Or is it done manually?
No, you have to do it, right? So
Okay.
let's show you real quick. By the way, this is why I recommend everyone jump on these run one-to-one calls, because this is where we get into the juicy stuff of the service delivery. Because like service delivery is just one of those things that I think it has to be personalized. But so there's really three things that you can tweak, right? You can tweak the at an ad set level, right? You can tweak the creative. You can tweak the angle, which is the copy, okay? Or you can tweak the targeting. So what you want to do ideally is you want to have, let's just say you have cold, right? Cold audience, right? For your cold audience, you want to have 3 different angles. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like what I just told Zainab, right? 3 different angles for, which means 3 different creatives, okay? 3 different ad copies, right? So, one angle could technically have 2 different ad copies, okay? But you could have, for example, Oprah Winfrey is an angle. Another angle is like, about the leggings. Another angle is like about reviews, whatever it is, okay? And then for each of these angles, you're gonna have a bunch of different targeting, okay? So you could, for example, start with 4 different interest targeting. Okay. Now the interest targeting, I keep it pretty simple, right? Especially at the start when you haven't optimized. And what that means is you keep it to one single targeting group. Okay. So for example, you go I don't know, you're selling leggings, right? So you go, I don't know, and this angle is maybe Oprah Winfrey, right? So you go people that follow Oprah Winfrey, people that are into that follow Gymshark, okay? Yeah. People that follow Nike, and people that follow Cosmopolitan, okay? Yep. And then you test these targetings, okay? Now for each targeting, you're gonna have 3, 4 creatives, okay? And those are CVO creatives. So it's the algorithm just chooses how to allocate the budget. So you may have like 1 video.
So that's dynamic creative, right?
Yeah, one video. You could have an image, and you could have like a graphic, right, with like Oprah's quote on the graphic, and I don't know, like a picture of the leggings. Okay. And that's how you test it. So this will tell you what creatives are working best, and this will tell you what targetings are working best, and you will just run through different targeting options. So for example, if you see Gymshark really works well, you try like Lululemon, right? And if you see that Lululemon is working really well, then you kind of like you go down that rabbit hole. If you see that Oprah is not working well at all, you just kill this, right? And then you see Cosmopolitan is working well, so you'll try a bunch of different magazines, okay? Maybe you choose to go broad, so you go for one of them, right? So you go personal fitness or something like that, right? Or personal fitness, something like that. Okay?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, I want to run you through the strategy.
Wait,
I set up
one sec. Just answering Sarit's question. How do this read the budget? I'm not sure what you mean by that, because I mean, there's so many ways as read. Do you mean like total budget between cold, warm, and hot, or around this? Essentially, this would be the budget at an ad set level. Okay, so you may put, for example, if you're starting with $100 a day, okay, on cold ads, then you go, okay, for these 3 different angles, I'm gonna try. Well, I mean, 33. Okay. And then that means that maybe like you choose, because I don't really recommend like you pick anything below like $10, right? If you're doing 2 creatives. So if you're doing like 2, you could test like $10 and then 2 creatives. That's still like a bit too little. So what I would do is, if I have $100, I would just go like, okay, 50 and 50, right? Because I don't want to like stretch my budget out too thin to a point where it just doesn't really, the algorithm doesn't really optimize. 50-50. And so I would allocate maybe like 20 to this, 20 to this, Sorry guys, my math is just off today. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, you could do that. Or you could maybe like, once as you optimize, maybe you could like push 25 into 2. And that's kind of how you want to do it. All right, so if you've gotten to this point of the video, make sure that you've smashed the like button. If you haven't already and you want the algorithm to send videos just like this to your feed, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And the final thing is, if you want to get access to more snippets like this from paid content of mine, as well as stuff that I'm not posting anywhere else, go ahead and apply to my free Facebook community. It's an incredible community full of like-minded people looking to crush it. The link to it is in the description. All you have to do is fill out a bunch of questions, and if you're a good fit, we'll let you in. And with that being said, hope everything has gone well in your journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.